Hi there, how have you been? I have been pretty well, so I hope you are, and you gotta be. Back with an interesting questions, and it is a question I get asked all the time by all and sundry, making no matter if somebody is obscure, if somebody is prosperous, if somebody is general, or somebody who is economical person, or somebody who is a professional person, makes no difference. That kind of queries are naturally asked queries or frequently asked queries that should be responded in a very clear or very easiest way or in a very appropriate way, getting around errors that may be not a little but a lot challenging facing up to that kind of circumstances in one place and last and forever. So statements presentations as form of conviction to all and sundry with this query is interesting anyway, and for me as a United States tutor, what I get asked all the time is ABCs of my classroom. Well, to begin with, ABC's descriptions cannot be explained, its statements and presentation in a few words or explanation, as it has a huge academical impact and high quality language experience and lots of outbits. In a very simple way, an American education and its ABCs. ABC's foundation can goes to the United States is general English, but academical and professional or in a technology language usage in a technology can be 820. So question accordingly, the constitution of mine and my institution I've been running, I've been teaching in, or a school, the National English School, I've been teaching for 2 years, and or in an institution I've been teaching 1.5 year. So both of these points accordingly that has now become as a task for me to face in order to simplify for you to get with your honor and leadership. So, questions accordingly, the United States global descriptions and its importances and its values. Whenever that kind of queries or get asked or appear from an abrupt places of course, once in a while makes me feel accomplished astonished, but I do not feel any kind of this, or I do not condemn anything. I haven't been antagonist, or I do not defy to respond to anyone's query. I obey it and then make it with my honor leadership as form of presentation or as form of statements as well, making no matter however type it is, but responding to everybody's queries is your destiny if you have accomplished God-gifted capabilities to present or is to provide in a one place or the another places where you gotta face a lot of people whose knowledge is much more than you are is and above par of course. And then another question to put for the students who are under observation of my study, who have been in my class not for a while, but since when I joined school, so student being in a classroom since I first joined schools. So my recommendations and convictions to all of my students who have been learning American education, following American education, that foundations always is kind of 820 is that sir we make feel completely American when you teach American English. Well, it isn't like this. Culturalism accordingly, whose language you learn, whose atmosphere you live in, or whose way you follow, it makes you like this. That's a natural equipment as a form of process by the Almighty God, and it is a form of skills of course. So the put forth to all and sundry and the students, more specifically lovely American students, is that never ever give up. Stay on your right path. Bear with friendly people. positive people in a very sympathetic way to back up positivity means optimism. In today's a made over world, you gotta find lots of things that makes you feel 820 is because what isn't the same as it has shrunk dramatically. So in a dramatical changed world, finding people who has exactly the same mind as yours may never be. So having your honor and leadership as form of intelligence statements presentation can only protect and save your dignity everywhere. Not just protect, it does not just protect in a one place, but that can be able to defend your dignity everywhere, even when where you are disrespected or where there are lots of distractions foundation, of course. So that kind of process are naturals, my dear buddies. And the another question I get asked all the time by students is that, and the sir, like, please have a convictions and insights to those who left our classes for those certain industry. My dear buddies, I do not stop anybody. Whoever leaves class and has no value, great value of education and its outbids its invulnerability and having the offer with high quality of experiences, you know what is but other does not, and you know what the value is but another does not. So making him understand just wasting time. My main destiny and my ultimate destinations have always been to make my students as positive as I can, because positivity extensity and negativity reduction in A20 word has become common part of globalization. Not just globalizations, but generalization, professionalizations, and technicalizations, and many more other things are included in a one place to be able to determine in an appropriate way. So I hope my convictions, that kind of convictions, are useful for you all, my buddies. I see you with another topic.